Hello, everyone. Ron Gerber, CEO of Angelbeat. I'm so glad that Martin Holste, who is the field cloud and AI CTO for Trellix, one of the world's premier cybersecurity firms formed by the merger of McAfee Enterprise and FireEye. Martin has spoken at many of our Angelbeat events. He's also seen firsthand the benefits that we try to and do provide our sponsors and speakers in terms of behind the scenes introduction to companies, participation in special webinars. So if you are considering sponsoring and speaking at a future Angelbeat event, as opposed to hearing my comments, I thought, and I'm so glad that Martin was willing to share his experience with you on Angelbeat as a marketing webinar partner. So let me ask you, Martin, just to share your perspective on me and Angelbeat.
Yeah. I'm happy to. Angelbeat's been great to work with. We've seen a lot of benefits. I love the engagement that we get. But most of all, I love that the reason that people are there are to get the CPE credits. And that's just a really good arrangement. They're there to learn and we're there to teach. And I think that that's the right way to go about it. So I think we've had great interactions so far with so many of the customers that are on there. And I think the format is great because it's not just, Trellix represented on there. There's something for everyone, and it's a nice broad array. And like I said, because there are CPE credits involved, you're sure that no matter what, anybody who attends is going to get something out of it, one way or the other. And I think that's a really good strategy, and it's proven out with the meetings that we've had, the interactions that we've had. And it's just been really good to work with Angelbeat, and we've seen a lot of good success.
Great. I really appreciate that. We do work very hard for our sponsors. The other thing that we try and do, which I think benefits sponsors, and maybe you can comment on this, Martin, is we don't want to have a lot of overlapping content, if any. We try and make sure that when you present, you are clearly identified as the subject matter expert. There's no confusion. Well, do you sort of do this or do you sort of do that? Everyone has a very clear-cut image. You speak as the only speaker in your session to a captive audience. And we also try and work diligently to make introductions to attendees before and after the meeting. And just as importantly, to some of the other keynote speakers from AWS, Microsoft, and Google, even company the size of Trellix, it's a very, at times, complicated business partnership with AWS and Microsoft. There's multiple layers. How do you get things done? And I've seen this from many instances. Somehow when Martin speaks at a webinar, he can then engage directly with the right people who are working directly with clients. And just, it's not a question of bypassing protocols, which are obviously important, but by participating with Angelbeat, engaging with these other global leaders who Trellix works closely with, we can just make the customer interaction with the end users just more timely because it can get done right away. Is that also a benefit for you?
Yeah, absolutely. I love the way that we interact with them. The other benefit that we really get is the great video editing that you do. I love that our segments end up on YouTube, and so we can reuse those. I've handed those out to many customers. So there's a ton of different ways that we can reuse the time that we spend with you. And so it's really quite an investment.
Yeah. And by the way, we don't put any usage restrictions on those videos. We just want people to pass a reasonable amount to sponsor our webinars. And we do a lot more, such as private meetings, such as broader content syndication, all bundled within our price. Anyhow, thank you so much for those positive words. It gives myself and my Angelbeat team greater motivation to do even more and do a better job through the remainder of 2023 and into 2024. Thanks again. I'll look forward to your participating. I know at a couple more throughout the end of the year. All the best, Martin.
Absolutely. Thank you.